So the article I chose was "The Joy of Cooking a Devil's Advocate," and the section I really want to talk about is about food fights. Whereas something I've something I've experienced a little bit, but not directly. But, anyways, there's in particular, there was the one section. I'm going to take it in like three parts of that section. The particular was the fight over unfamiliar food with a child or a significant other or a husband or what they didn't like. And something I thought about when I read the article over again was, have I ever experienced this? Well, I don't have any children, so and four-legged and furry doesn't count in this case. Um, they, but I've seen it in other people's children, and personally, I don't understand it. But I understand it does happen. Um, I and I've just because I've never been like, well, I was a fussy eater. Like I couldn't have things touching. Um, but I got over that. So it's like I kind of asked myself, what could come behind this? How could, is it the lack of meals, or is it because people always eat the same stuff all the time? Um, so those are things I was thinking about, and and the cooking around preferences is interesting. As in I asked, is like, have I also asked, have I cooked around preferences? I mean, I myself don't have preferences, but I know I have someone living in my household that does not eat vegetables, doesn't eat squash at all. So I have to change some of the meals sometimes to do that. And is it frustrating? Um, no, but it makes you stop and think. And when you're trying to go quickly and put a meal together quickly, you don't always have that time to stop and think. Oh, wait a minute, maybe I can't make for this, or I have to make for that, and it adds complexity to the meals. Um, and then the other section on that I wanted to talk about is the stress over the extensive prep work not coming to fruition. I believe it was Elaine was the person, and they would on the weekend do all this prep work, chop up the carrots, do everything, and basically do a cooking term known as mise en place, which everything in its place, everything prepped ahead of time, um, and I can see that frustration, but from a different angle. And I ask myself, have I ever been frustrated about this? Have I ever had prep work fail, and and just add time to the cooking process? And yeah, no, I have not really. But I did also ask, is like, have I ever had it fail? Well, I have had prep work fail. Prep work fails when you fail to complete the step of, um, getting that ingredient that you needed fresh, or not getting home in time to put the meal in a crock pot. Because we've like, every now and then, like maybe once, twice a month, we prepare meals en masse, and then we freeze them. And if we don't, and we forget to take them out and thaw them, or take them out and put them in the crock pot, then, well, there goes your prep work. I mean, your prep work just that one last crucial step of prep work is failed you. So I can see prep work failing. Um, and there was a lot of other good parts of the article, but those are the three main sections I wanted to talk about, that I wanted to cover, and that, having the fussy eater, dealing with cooking around preferences, and the stress of extensive prep work. And I could see how that stress can build on someone. But when I think about my own relationship with cooking and food, I see that and really take a deep look, I understand is that I actually get more frustrated, more stressed with the preparation and figuring out what we want to cook. But once I'm cooking, that's it. It's all about getting cooking, and it is relaxing. Yes, there's times it can be stressful, making sure everything's prepared, everything's ready on time. And I just count myself so very lucky that I can have that, and that I find cooking actually more relaxing than not. Even when pressure to make something for someone quickly, um, and and the frustrating part of, and really it's the front work, the prep work, or the figuring out what you're going to eat, is the stressful part. And I it's I do understand how lucky I am to have that kind of relationship with food, um, and I also understand how lucky I am that I'm not a fussy eater. I'm not picky, and um, this article really helped me think about that more, and just reinforce that, the idea that, you know when I can cook and actually feel less stressed afterwards, that's a great thing, and I should embrace that, and probably do that a little more, um, but understand that, yeah, maybe healthier options are needed outside of the kitchen for those people that can't do that don't have the luxury of what I have, the luxury of time, the luxury of not having to cook for a family larger than myself, my wife, and my father. And so it really did make me think about that.